Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Hamlet for episode number 25. We moved forward to April. We finished off the last episode. We were just starting out in March, and I think we only had one contract in March. It was really quiet. But of course, we've moved into April now and we have hoeing contracts to beat the band. This is the sixth one I've done. We're on the first day and yeah, we're just doing most of these off camera. I just had to bring you back in while I was finishing off. I don't know whether any more are going to come up or not. It depends on the fields really when they were sown. The fields we've done all would have been sown with winter crops more than anything else, and that's why we have the weeds in them now. So yeah, everything's going okay. We're not raising the money up too much. Nowhere near getting to the point where we can get our done, our chicken coop built. We did get a bale wrapping contract in the other grass field over there. That's all we got last month. That's what it was. The second bale wrapping contract came up, of course. We'd sent the wrapper back. You know, you got it for the first one, then sent it back thinking it's not going to come up, and it did. So we paid the double for taking the equipment on both of them. Yeah, progress is slow, but progress has always been slow on this series, and I'm kind of thinking, you know, look, we're in year 5, but we've made good progress. Like, I mean, we have quite a few fields now. We're branching out into all the different crops as well. We're doing very well on this map for a series, the way we're running it, with no, like, we're on what, 70% I think it is on the contracts is what we're getting paid now. We're not getting the full whack. I so many times I think of putting it up to 100, and then I kind of think, you know what, that's going to spoil the actual flavour of the series for me. If I do that, it'll make it just like any other one, and yeah, it'll make it a struggle, and that's it. We'll get to the point where we should have enough money soon enough to get our chicken coop down, which of course will bring in more income with more eggs. 150 we have in the current chicken coop. We're looking at the one with 700, so that will, like, that's gone to what, more than 4 times what we had in the other one, because I did say I'm thinking of getting rid of the other one. It's not a case of keeping the 151 on the farm. I just want to concentrate it in the one place. I could do with a bit of room down there for another shed or something. It won't be a production, but just a shed or a silo or something. I don't know. I just thinking several times. I was thinking, yeah, I kind of wish the shed I have on the end, if you know the layout, the stone one I put down, that was there instead. But I know when I was originally thinking of putting down the shed, it was coming out too far into the yard. I think that's why I put it on the end where I have it in the other one. But we're on 88%. We're nearly finished. We're nearly finished this one. Then we'll collect them. We'll see what we get up to. We won't even make 30 grand. I'd say we'll be on about 27,000, just over. Well, we're on 24.8. So I'd say we'll probably just shoot through the 27,000 mark. Maybe hit 28. So you can see it's not going to make huge money. That's for sure. And the no productions rule I have is what's keeping us. We're honest, to be honest with you. Forgive the pun. Now, let's see. Contracts. Let's see what we get. Oh, look, my calculation is brutal. Don't ever get me to pay you. Add up money. I'll leave you short. We're on 31.2. We're still nowhere near what we need for our chicken coop, and we've no more contracts, and we have a little bit of work to do in our own farm. Of course, guess what it is? Grass work, and that's it. We have weeds in one of the fields. It does say I can use a weeder. Let's check it out on the way past. We're going to drive past it now. We haven't got a sprayer, and we didn't. Did we use a sprayer before? Did we lease one? We must have at some stage. We hardly, well, considering most of the fields we only got recently, So we're just coming up past the town now. It's not the new one. The new field we have in here behind the meadow grass one that we turned into oats, I think it is. This one here on the left. I never rolled it. No, that's not oats, is it? It is oats. On by you, oats. Yeah, needs rolling. I never roll it. That's my fault. I'm normally meticulous about everything, but we would have had to lease the roller, and that wasn't the reason why it's not rolled. I just forgot. There, we have weeds. Look, 2 weeds in the middle of it. The crop destruction yet on that. Dip a wheel in. Oh, there is. Oh, you. Okay, we're not waiting that. You know what I'm calling myself. It begins with a, clown. I should have known. We've moved into April. Of course, we're going to have crop destruction. So, just going to get back up to the yard. Going to get the mower loaded onto this and just get the grass cut in that field. Will I make hay bales out of it? I think, you know what, I think I might just do grass bales out of it and bring them down for feeding the goats in the new pen. And we leave what is in the shed down there. In the actual loose grass, we leave that in the storage. There's no point. There's no real need. So I haven't sent the loader back. It does actually work, believe it or not. If you tilt it down enough, it'll pick up the bales, so it's grand. It just looks. It doesn't look. The mower's in the other farm. I never brought it back up. Okay. Bring it back in a bit. There's no point in keeping you here while I'm driving all over the place. Let's just check quickly. Contracts, sowing. That sowing contract is still there. That was the field I was thinking of buying and putting the spinach into. I thought it was sown, you see. When I looked on the map and I seen it's 25,000, we can afford it. But that has clover in it. So why is it looking for me to actually sow that? Oh well, the game wants me to sow it and they want to pay me to do it. I could do it. That's why I was looking at buying that field and I looked and I seen there was clover in it. And I thought then, you know what, there's already a crop in it, let's leave it there. I can always cultivate it in and put spinach in over it. It's not big enough a field for me to make, like it's right in front of the shed, so it would be in between the meadow grass field and our other field, so it would naturally enough be the next adjacent field to our own fields to actually buy if we're going to buy it. But if I was putting the spinach in, I'd like something bigger. Anyway, let me get this mower. Oh, we're on 28. Why are we on 28? We were on 30 something, but I must have adjusted it by accident. Let me get this mower and get this grass done. I'll bring you back in. Hopefully we'll have more contracts by then. Okay, we've been busy with whatever contracts were there. What have we got? Have we got anything there? We've nothing left. We still have that sunflower one. Got the, 7-8 bales off the field. 6 there. I put 2 into the cow barn. So we got 8. We got 8 altogether. I've just checked that everything is up to date. We have a stash of wool. Moved up the chicken feed up to here. The bags we bought cheap. And we got 14 bales of wool. I'm ready to move forward. So I'm going to do that because I know we have animals due. So we're going to sell the excess when we move forward. I'll let you see what we get. It's the first time we've had the sheep pen full. So we could do quite good out of the sheep being full. And all we're doing is selling off the young ones that are born. That's all. Let's see. It'll come up now in 2 seconds. There we go. Excess animals, 6,030 sheep and 375 for the chickens. So we're full of, like if we look at the sheep, animals, that's reading the other pasture for some reason. I don't know why. You need to come over closer to this one. It's telling us we've 70 out of 70. There's more due in 2 months' time. So that'll be another 6,000 again we're going to get. What are we up to? 33,000. Oh, contracts, cultivation, hoeing. I'm sick of hoeing contracts. But they bring in a bit of money, so Can't really complain. Now, next thing. What's our wool at? 23,969 is the highest, and we're at 23,800. So we're going to go and get rid of the wool. If we anything else, a few eggs. Now, based on that alone, I think we're still inside the calendar spinach. We could still sow spinach. You know what would be handy if I put the field leasing mod on, we can still sow spinach. So, right, 33. Let's just work on the 33 because the 16 is going to come in. So we look for a field. I wonder is that sown now? I know we can afford it. That was 25 or something like that. It's very small for doing the spinach field. Anything else around, like, I mean, that one there is even smaller. We'd be ploughing crops back into the ground, which I don't want to do. There's a field with nothing in it. How much is that? 41. Isn't it? Why is there nothing in it? And it is 1.6 acres. This one is 0.771. So, we could sell our wool and possibly buy this and get spinach in here. We would get a bonus for this. Naturally enough, we're going to have the equipment to harvest it. Let's just have a look on the map. See, is there spinach in any other fields where we get the little bit of bonus of it? No, not a bit of spinach zone. So it would literally be the only field on the map with spinach in it. Like all these other fields are way outside our money. Like, we could go for that. The other field we were looking at is 1 point. That's actually got more. That's 41, the one we're standing in. Okay, give me a minute. I want to sell the wool. Let me get loaded up. Where are we? I was hoping we could get rid of all the grass out of this trailer. I can put it back into the building anyway if it doesn't go in. Nope, we'll have to put it back in. We'll have to convert this over to a flatbed and get loaded up. And we'll go and sell that. We'll go and sell the wool now and see what we have. You know, I'm kind of a bit fixated on the spinach, but maybe I should just let it go. And come up in there. Any demos? The demo scheme. No winter demos. Okay. Shame. That's the way it is. Okay, I'll bring it back in a minute. Right, we're just going to drive this up and sell it. We've 8 loaded on this. We have another 10, 11 full pallets and 2 half pallets. So we haven't even got half on the trailer. So let's see if we get for this in the co-op. It's just the building just up here. You know, I'm kind of fixated on doing the spinach, but maybe it'd be better off just, if we have the money now, put the chicken coop in and let's stick with the original plan. I'll just cancel that scheme and the harvester will just go back. We won't get any money. It won't cause us any penalty, but at least I think it won't anyway. But we can try that and find out together, because at least then we have another form of steady income. But let's see what we get for this. Oh yeah, the other thing too, we had 9,600 plus 800, so 10,400 and something. 10,500 nearly. So we have the same again, so it's going to put us well up over 50,000. We're going to be on about 59,000 when I sell the next lot. So I think what we'll do is I'll come back in then and we'll have a look at putting down that chicken coop. We'll have a look and see which one. Probably the 750 chicken one, and then we'll get the grain up and into it, and we'll cancel the spinach scheme thing. We're not going to have any spinach fields. Just unfortunate, but that's the way it goes. Okay, second load. Wonder how them bells got up on top. 14,172 plus another 1,300. So 15,400, almost 15,500. So up to 59. That's pretty good going. Like, you know, I'm still thinking of the spinach and looking at the fields around. Like, we take, there is fields I could afford that are decent enough size. Like, I mean, but no, we're not going to do it. You know what? The best thing to do. Let's knock this on the head now. Where's the scheme? Scheme, crop promotion, end scheme. There you go. Gone. All right, so that's that done. Let's concentrate on what the original plan was. And the original plan was our chickens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this back to the yard. I'm going to convert it back into a trailer. And I'm going to fill it with 8,000 litres of rye, which is up in the other silo. So when I do place the chicken coop, I have it, because if I use the other trailer, I'll only take it all out. The other thing too, I don't know whether I already said in the last clip, we have some goat milk, but I inadvertently moved the pallet. There's only 100 litres in it, so it's not going to fill any more than that. But I was kind of surprised. I didn't think we were going to have goat milk yet. But did we actually have extra goats? Let's see. Goats 35. No, we didn't. But they must be near the time. Did we have anything new in here? No, nothing new in here. I think next month we're due more Swiss, brown Swiss. And then of course we have our chickens, which every month give us 75, give us an income of 375 euros. So on top of the eggs and that's all right. Okay, let me get this sorted out, and I'll have a look and see, have I got all the chicken coops I wanted to have loaded so that we can have a run through them all. I'll just check and I'll bring it back in and we'll have a look at placing this chicken coop up on the farm up here. I was driving to the wrong farm to change the trailer. You could change it up here anyway, but I forgot I had bought the chicken food. It was inside in the shed, so it saved me a trip. Yeah, land's not exactly flat here, so we're going to have a little bit of work to do. Now, let's have a look and see. We had a couple of options. That's the one we have, right? Just give size and scale. Like, you could put down 2 of them and you'd have 300 chickens and money left over. Anyway, we're not doing that. I think I might leave the other one up at the other farm. That holds 100. So we're not going to put something down that holds less. 19,000, that holds 240. Doesn't hold a lot. 100, 150. No, we've used it. I know that one inside out. I used it before. 360. This is the one we were originally going to put down. And then I thought, you know what, I'm obviously standing somewhere. Where am I standing? No, I'm not. I don't think the pasture's expandable on this one. 250, 360, 250. Then when we go up, we got 1,000. What size is that? That's the American style. No, I'm not putting that down anyway. That's way too big. And then we're into the mad stuff. I've used that before, 1,500. We haven't got the money anyway. And we're not going that big. I'm worried what this is going to do to the land, because it's not entirely flat. The eggs are in the front part. They're in beside where the tractor is now. The handy thing is, you can drive up beside it and use auto-load. I have a sneaky feeling this is going to land in the field. There's nowhere else up here. It won't go in that corner, will it? It probably would. But then we can't get into our our feed. And yeah, I could put it there. Block up the whole yard, put it there, yeah. Being ridiculous now. I'm kind of thinking the food goes in there at the front. No, the door's facing the wrong way. I was going to say, if I put diagonally. See, I'm not normally this, how shall I say, I don't normally procrastinate this much about where I'm putting things. But I am, because I'm doing it live. If you know what I mean, I'm recording it. Let's see. Close my eyes and press the button. Okay. That's actually not too bad. Now, there might be a little bit of work to be done where we have grass inside. Door won't open. Come on, door, open. But we can work that back from here. We're up off the ground there. Oh, the egg spawned there. Got that wrong. Okay, right. Back to the drawing board. Take you down. I don't know why I thought the eggs were in the other end. I'm a little bit worried about this now because ideally it doesn't have to be straight. Or will that look stupid? You know what? If I lose a little bit of field, it doesn't matter. And I'm standing inside in the shed. Get out of the way. Yeah, I wasn't thinking. I already thought when I was putting this down that, right, I'll make the field bigger than it needs to be. And I had actually, this is where I had actually planned to put this, was here. Like, give myself enough space. And that's why I just made the field bigger when I was sowing it. And that's exactly where I was intending to put it, with a bit of room between the two of them, but up beside it, if you know what I mean. So let's go with that. And let's have a look. That's better. I can even up the ground here anyway. It doesn't need to come up too much, but I can sort that out. I can sort this out here. There's no problem. Our eggs are going to spawn there. I'll have a little bit of groundwork to do around it. But I think that's I honestly had allowed for losing some of this here. So might actually just cut it straight across and give myself a bit of yard space, say from here. I'll leave it and let it grow this year and then I can do it again. Okay, that's down. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to get the terraforming done. I'm not going to keep you in for that because I might be messing about and jumping out. I'm going to save it. And just in case I make a mess or something like that, and I might just quit out and come back in, which is what I normally do when I'm doing something like this. Okay, I will talk to you in a couple of moments. Okay, I have it down. I changed it around the other way. I had it the wrong way. So, yeah, put a couple of decorations down around it just to give it a little bit of homely feel that has been here forever. Door won't open. That door won't open from the outside. It'll open from inside. Anyway, yeah, I only when I put it down I realised that, yeah, we had a door here to get in for the eggs. There's our chicken area. Will this open? Maybe that door doesn't open. I don't know why. Hold on. Let's see. Menu. Open door, no open door. No, only open animal dialogue. Ah, that's why it won't open, because the animal dialogue is there beside it. Okay, that makes sense. Anyway, yeah. So, oh, my wood is coming through the wall there. That sounds terrible. Yeah, I drove up here with the bags on the back and it's gone in. Where's the 1 litre less than it was? A whole 72,000 litres, which is fine because you can top it off then. Okay. We're going to put some chickens in. What are we going to put in? We'll go with 6 months old. No, we're not putting in that amount because we don't have the money. Let's go with 50. There you go. We've 50 in. That'll do for now. Maybe stick a few babies in as well. They won't cost as much. Now, there you go. So we're up and running. We have hens on both farms. Happy days. I just had to pause the recording for a second. There was somebody coming in the door to me. Yeah, there you go. We have, what have we got in here? 100 altogether. We'll be getting eggs straight away and they will reproduce. And yeah, I think it looks okay. Could do with probably a 3 or 2 around it maybe or whatever. We'll do that afterwards. This farm is taking shape as the livestock farm. The other one has the cows. Okay, there's chickens on too, but I'm going to leave them there. There's 150 up there. These will multiply up to 700 eventually. Like, there's no point in sticking 700 in now. It's not realistic. We've started out and we have 100 in there. We'll get some eggs straight away. They'll reproduce. The other ones will grow and get older and reproduce more. And yeah, happy days. What have we got in this? 13. Maybe that is filling. Now, the reason I hit it was out here in the middle of the path and not in on the markings. So I don't know. I thought there was 37 in it. And it's liftable pallet. And of course, I moved it by accident. When I was trying to see what was in it, I clicked by accident and ended up moving it. So let's just jump into construction for a minute and we'll have a look. Okay, so this farm is coming together quite nicely. With our sheep, our goats and our chickens. We have a buckwheat here. I keep calling it buckwheat here. And we can do something with this pasture-wise if we want for grass or whatever, which might be a better option to do that here. It'll be bigger than the grass field we have. It'll give us enough grass and then we can have the grass growing around the yard and then there's no problem with driving on it or driving around. We want to drive around the shed or whatever. So maybe that's what we will do there eventually. Okay, right. What are we going to do now? Let's check the second-hand market. And there, that could entice us to spend money. Hopefully not. Because there isn't now. Everything is too expensive. We no money. We haven't got, I keep looking at that going, we haven't got a round baler, so that's not a problem. Next up, contracts. We're going to do these few contracts. We're not going to sell the parsons. We'd have to take the equipment to do it, and then we'd only make 400 quid out of it. Like, I mean, I could stick a worker on it and then make 200 quid out of it. So, have we anything ready in our fields? Anything to sell? We've nothing to sell. We've done it all. We'll have our usual goat's milk is healthy enough price at this time of the year. Now we've only got 103 euros worth. We have our eggs. The rye is going to feed the animals, so that's not for sale. And of course we'll produce wool as we go along. Our own fields, let's see, there's nothing ready just yet. Next month we don't have anything, so we're looking at 2 months before we have anything ready in our own fields. And yeah, there's just going to be contracts again. So guys, with that in mind, we've achieved what we wanted to on this episode. We've got our chickens in, we got our chicken coop down, and there's one sticking out through the wall. Get back in there, you. Where are you going? Didn't see that. Yeah, we're making good progress. And yeah, I'm just going to work around the contracts. I'm not going to keep you in for them again. As I said, there's no point. I'll just do them, get them knocked out. Hoeing contracts, just the vein of my existence on this map at the moment. The sooner I own more of the map, the less contracts I need to do, because I just absolutely getting the hate hoeing contracts with the small hoe. If I had the big one, I wouldn't mind, but that's 36,000 to buy, and we don't have a tractor to pull it either. So for now, episode number 25 on the Hamlet, another very progressive episode in my books, even though it may be short and it may be just another stepping stone towards getting the farm really, really productive. But if it was progressing quicker, it probably wouldn't be so much a challenge. So it's staying true to what I wanted, which was a challenge at the start, and it still is a challenge. So thanks again for joining me. If you're still here, you haven't hit that like button, please do. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to follow this challenge on and the other series.